Law 44. Disarm and Infuriate with the mirror effect revolves around the strategic use of imitation and reflection to unsettle, confuse, and ultimately control your adversaries. The mirror, in this context, becomes a tool of power that allows you to disarm opponents by reflecting their actions and attitudes back at them. When you use this tactic effectively, you not only neutralize the influence of others, but can also drive them to frustration or even rage, as they find themselves unable to break through the reflection you present. This law operates on a few key principles. First, by mirroring someone's behavior, you subtly strip them of their sense of individuality and control. Humans are inherently unique in their perceptions of themselves, and when they see someone imitating their actions, speech, or emotional reactions, it unsettles them. Their confidence in their autonomy and power weakens because they realize that their uniqueness, which they use as a source of strength, is now being used against them. The result is disorientation. A person no longer knows how to respond or how to reassert their dominance when they see their own moves mirrored back to them. The mirror effect can be used in a variety of ways. One approach is to mirror someone's behavior directly, imitating their gestures, tone of voice, or even ideas. When done subtly, this can be disarming because the person may initially feel a sense of camaraderie or validation. However, if you continue to mirror their actions or begin to reflect their flaws and mistakes, they can start to feel mocked or humiliated. By doing this, you force them to confront a version of themselves that they may not like or feel comfortable with, and this discomfort leads to a loss of composure or control. Another aspect of the mirror effect is emotional reflection. People often expect their emotional displays, whether anger, frustration, or joy, to provoke a reaction from others. If, instead of reacting emotionally, you reflect their emotions back at them in a calm, controlled manner, they may become increasingly agitated. For example, if someone tries to provoke you with anger, responding with equal anger can escalate the situation, but mirroring their emotions in a calm, detached way can infuriate them. They expect their outburst to evoke a response, but when you simply reflect their own emotions without being affected, they feel powerless and frustrated. The mirror effect can also be used as a form of psychological warfare, where you mirror someone's weaknesses or insecurities. When you highlight and reflect back the things they're trying to hide or compensate for, you expose their vulnerabilities. This not only disarms them, but can also lead to a psychological breakdown, as they are forced to confront parts of themselves they would rather keep hidden. By using the mirror in this way, you hold up a lens to their insecurities, forcing them to deal with their own flaws instead of attacking you. Mirroring can also be used to create confusion and sow doubt. In negotiations or confrontations, reflecting someone's ideas or arguments back at them in slightly altered ways can make them question their own stance. By doing this, you subtly undermine their certainty and make them feel as if they are losing control over the conversation. This tactic works particularly well with people who rely on their intellectual prowess or rhetorical skills to dominate others. When they see their own logic or reasoning mirrored back to them, it causes them to hesitate, doubt, and second-guess their own arguments. On a larger scale, the mirror effect can be used to create harmony or discord within groups. By reflecting the desires, beliefs, or emotions of a group, you can position yourself as someone who aligns with their values and concerns. This makes it easier for you to influence or manipulate them because they see themselves in you. On the other hand, by reflecting internal conflicts or disagreements within a group, you can exploit divisions and drive them further apart. This tactic is especially effective in environments where people are vying for power, as it amplifies tensions and makes it easier for you to maintain control from the outside. One of the most insidious uses of the mirror effect is to create a sense of unease or paranoia. When people see their actions, thoughts, or desires reflected back at them in ways they do not fully understand, they begin to feel as if they are being watched or controlled. This psychological pressure can lead them to make mistakes or act irrationally, which then opens the door for you to exploit their weaknesses. By subtly mirroring their behavior, you place them in a state of heightened self-awareness and anxiety, making them more vulnerable to manipulation. While the mirror effect can be used to disarm and confuse, it is also a powerful way to avoid direct confrontation. Instead of attacking someone head-on, you reflect their own aggression, making it difficult for them to escalate the situation without feeling as though they are fighting themselves. This approach allows you to remain calm and composed while your opponent grows increasingly frustrated or disoriented. In this way, you maintain control over the interaction, guiding it toward your desired outcome without ever appearing to be the aggressor. However, this law requires finesse. Mirroring someone too overtly or aggressively can backfire if they become aware of your strategy. The mirror effect works best when it is subtle, where the person you are targeting doesn't realize what is happening until it's too late. Overusing this tactic can also make people wary of you, as they may begin to see you as manipulative or untrustworthy. Therefore, it is important to use the mirror effect sparingly, and only when it serves a specific purpose in your broader strategy for gaining or maintaining power. In relationships of power, especially in hierarchical structures, the mirror effect allows you to level the playing field. By reflecting the actions and behaviors of those above you, you subtly challenge their authority without appearing to be insubordinate. In this way, you can influence or even undermine those in power without directly confronting them. Conversely, when dealing with subordinates, mirroring their desires or attitudes can create a sense of unity or loyalty, as they feel that you understand and validate them. In conclusion, Law 44. Disarm and Infuriate with the mirror effect is a powerful psychological tool that allows you to neutralize and frustrate your opponents by reflecting their actions, emotions, and desires back at them. By subtly imitating their behavior, you can disarm their attempts to control or dominate you, while also creating confusion and frustration. The mirror effect works by unsettling people, forcing them to confront their own flaws, insecurities, or weaknesses, and ultimately making them more susceptible to your influence. When used skillfully, it allows you to maintain control without direct confrontation, keeping your adversaries off balance and unsure of how to respond.